that's why I'm like trying to do it without seeing my screen. So, I don't know if I deleted it this morning or not, if it's still there, but I made a video this morning. I might have deleted it. If I did, then pretend I never said anything. But anyway, I'm playing on a Boss Katana 50 Mark II, which is not really designed for bass guitars, but that's all I got, and it works. It genuinely does work really well. It's not designed for bass, and my strap came apart again for the 6th time already. That's getting on my nerves now. Yeah, just don't turn your volume up on that, because it'll cause a loud ringing and blow up your speaker, and that's bad. But ideally, you want to play on a bass amp, which they are thankfully going to let me borrow too at some point. My church, I got to thank them for I got to move. Can y'all blame me? I got to move. Causes sweat playing bass, you know? So this is a Kingston bass. Kingston Violin bass from the 1960s. Wow. This is one of the best, oldest looking, well, actually that's not true. I going to Guitar Maniacs had a lot of cool shit too, but we only went there for the Rickenbackers, which I have on layaway. I have a 82 4001 on layaway. It is kind of beat up, but people are like, no, don't refurbish it, leave it, that's its story. You know, it'll kind of ruin whatever to refurbish it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll leave it alone. But of course, when I take it, I'm gonna want to make sure everything works, but they wouldn't buy it if it didn't work, so I assume it'll probably work fine. But I played it too. It sounds fine, but I can't play it on my amp, so I don't. Anyway, so yeah, this bass was made in the 1960s, and the strap is coming off again. That's getting on my nerves, honestly. But I think it's just a strap. It's probably. Anyway, so yeah, man, check. Woman, whoever you are, check this out up close. So it's a flat the back, well crafted, man. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously it's electric. 4-string. I think it's made in Japan, not sure. This is the switch for the pickups. Oh, it's already up. So middle, obviously. Yeah, so I leave it in the middle because, you know, it sounds good either way. So, sounds good everywhere around. I'm just playing random notes. I'm not trying to. I'm still trying to learn the exact timing of the songs that I play. So Motorhead, Ace of Spades is easy, the notes, but the timing is kind of the part where I'm still struggling, you know, with not supposed to think too hard about it. Like I said, I'm still learning. But this bass sounds amazing. This bass sounds so amazing. Honestly, I think it would sound so much better on a actual bass amp as opposed to Boss Katana 50 Mark II, which is designed for electric guitars. That's getting on my nerves. So fun fact, well actually I don't know if this is what it was designed for, but I think this piece right here is for people who don't have straps. So designed for people who don't have straps so they can hold the guitar up. Anyway, I'm not trying to sound too great, but I'm not really sounding great in general, but I'm still new to bass guitars, so just, you know, I know it takes years of practice, so it's just a start. But haven't got to play with a bass for long much. Before this I had a Squier P bass, which I wasn't gonna make a video of that shit, but this bass is worth a video. Like, look at that, man. That's gorgeous. I've always wanted a Hofner bass, but they're like $3,500 for a legit good one. And I'm pretty sure they probably sound and feel as good too with the strap. But I played the Chinese one at Guitar Center, and it was really uncomfortable. But this is the same body, and honestly, songs I could think of playing back to back, just so I don't sound bad, damn it, you know. But anyway, yeah, I had fun playing this thing. I've only had it for like 3 days since Sunday. This one I can actually borrow for a long while, probably like 6 months to a year, however long it takes to get my Rickenbacker out, so then I could start playing on that, and then hopefully I'll be able to get another Rickenbacker. Or, I'm just kidding, I don't know. I gotta deal with my finances after this Rickenbacker, because I am fucking in debt. Excuse my language, but it's true. So, yeah, I'm hoping the Rickenbacker will make something good for my videos, my life, and same with this. This is a blessing too. And again, excuse my language, I don't like talking about my pastor, the church, and Jesus and God and all that. And then here I am cussing and throwing F-bombs around, so excuse me for that. But yeah, so my throat's starting to hurt, so if my voice starts to crack, you know, my throat. This is the 8th time that this bass has done that in the span of like an hour. I kid you not. I've been playing it for like an hour and it literally fell. But yeah, so you got the pickups right here. I keep saying, but yeah. I don't want to write a script. Pickups. difference. So there's those, and then you got the volume. I don't want to turn it too loud because it actually causes my amp to start ringing, and I don't want to blow it up and cause damage. And then this one is for the... Oh, I hear the difference. That was a police truck by dead Kennedys. So, bit of history on this guitar. All I know was that it was my pastor's mother's guitar, made in the 1960s. I assume it was made in Japan by Kingston. I don't even know the actual name of this bass guitar. All I know is it's just Kingston Violin bass 60s. That's what people sell it as, 60s Kingston Violin bass. I think it's a pawn shop buy. I'm not too sure. I think it might be a pawn shop buy because my pastor, not by my pastor claiming it's his mom's. I mean, like, his mom must have bought it at a pawn shop because she was probably bored, or she, you know, their families were heavily involved in the church, so she probably, like her son, played the bass in the church or something. I don't know. He didn't really tell me, but all I know is this was his mom's bass, and it's the only 4-string bass they have, and they let me borrow it because the other ones they got are 5-string, and then they have the Squire P bass, which is a piece of crap. I don't really like that one, honestly. It feels nice and it plays okay, but this is way better. Even though it can be a little uncomfortable sometimes playing, sometimes it could be a little uncomfortable, but you know, you're supposed to play strapped. And then the other annoying thing again is the strap constantly getting undone, but I think that's because of my strap itself. I don't think that's because of the guitar. So a cool feature for people who don't have straps, you can actually I think this little block right here is to hold your guitar up, so you can, oh shit. So you can play. I could be wrong though, but this is the only pick I played on, so it's definitely beaten up a little bit, but that's fine. So, yeah, thank you to my pastor, Wade and Andrea, for letting me borrow it. Until I get my Rickenbacker, I will take good care of it, and I will give it back, and I'll keep trying to make videos on it. There will be days where I'll be interested in playing it, and there will be days where I'm not, but I need to get that practice so I can have the Rickenbacker be ready for that, start making videos with that. Shh. I threw my pick down. I'm turning that off because I am going to put it away now. But yeah, it's electric, obviously. Man, come on. Ideally, you're going to want to play on a bass amp. This is just a regular guitar amp that I'm playing on, but Anyway, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. I wish I had a little more information. I know this video is kind of sloppy, but this is like my 6th attempt at it. But yeah, this is a gorgeous bass that should get more recognition, because man, this is gorgeous, bruh. This bass is gorgeous. But, you know, the Rickenbacker is where it's going to be at, so. But it's sort of mine for right now until I get that Rickenbacker, and then I'll give this back to, or I mean, unless they want it back, I'm not going to hold it captive. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed, sort of. Bye for now. Pew.